So the wood in Phantom is book matched, meaning if you split the car down the middle, it's an exact replica of the wood on either side of the car, which gives it a nice symmetrical finish and feel.
And how about the cowhides? Where do they come from? Where does this wonderful leather come from?
All the leather is from bulls that are brought up in Northern Europe.
And is there a reason you don't use Southern European bulls?
I'm not sure. Probably.
Gotcha. That was my gotcha question.
Exactly.
How about some other features? What makes this Rolls better than like a Bentley Mulsanne?
Oh man. So you have, what I like about it is the craftsmanship that goes into each and every single car that's built. From the leather to the wood to the stitching is all hand done with a lot of attention to detail. I can't speak for the Mulsanne as I haven't had a lot of experience with it, but you have your seat massagers, your warmers, coolers. That all allows for a very pleasant and a very comforting Rolls-Royce experience. So after a long drive, you get out of the car feeling refreshed rather than exhausted after a long drive as you would normally do.
Now, talking about the craftsmanship, you're saying that there's like one guy that does a certain part on the Rolls, and his son is apprenticing now.
Right.
Tell me about that.
For the coach lines on the cars, which the lines of paint that go along the exterior of the car, every single one of those is hand done by a person in Goodwood, where the cars are manufactured, and they are fantastic. The lines are incredibly straight, and he is the only person who does that right now, and luckily his son is apprenticing to continue on to do that.
So still handmade to some extent.
Yes, the car is very much handmade.
How many cars do you produce a year?
Last year was a great year. It was Rolls-Royce's best year, and they sold about 3,500 cars.
Wow. So that's about the number of cars Toyota probably sells in a week.
Probably.
And what's your biggest market?
Right now, the biggest market is the United States.
And who are your kind of core clients? Are these business people? Are these rap stars? I'm trying to put my head around the fact, who spends $350,000 for a car?
One of the great things about Rolls-Royce is our client base is very diverse, and it's with the bespoke collection and the bespoke nature of the car, you can build a car to really exude anything you want. And so you have a lot of different cars that showcase their owners' personalities and what they want to embrace in their cars.
So let's say I'm Pink, right? I'm not Pink, the performer.
Right.
I could have a pink Rolls-Royce.
Absolutely, and there are some.
And how about the interior colors? Is it just anything you want? I mean, can I bring in a favorite color that I have, from my pooch and say match this? Will you do that?
Absolutely, and there have been people who have matched colors to the color of their dog's fur.
Yeah.
To flowers, to paint, anything, you name it, and it's been done.
Are there any cool stories? Tell me like a really interesting story about a Rolls-Royce potential buyer.
Oh man. One of Rolls-Royce's biggest customers has an all-white car,
yes,
a purple car,
yes, an
all-yellow car, and so there's a very eccentric, exciting vehicles, and bespoke down to the last detail.
So it's like a collector who says, I need this car in I don't know, passionate pink. I don't have it yet, so build me one.
Exactly.
So you can have the color match the mood, match the day of the week, whatever you want.
Whatever you want. This is like traditional Rolls-Royce. These are all aviation inspired.
Yes.
And so that's kind of like, it's all very technologically advanced with BMW system and everything.
It's kind of interesting.
But you bring back your heritage right in this moment.
Yeah, it's kind of an interesting mixture of old and new. I mean, you have to have that provenance, right? You have to have that lineage that goes back to some of the other cars that Rolls-Royce has built. And at the same time, you have a world that 563 horsepower is just adequate.